In a groundbreaking achievement, Elon Musk's Neuralink has successfully implanted a brain chip named Link into a human patient, signifying a major breakthrough for the neurotechnology company. Now, the recipient is reportedly recovering well post-surgery, as Musk shared the news on the social media platform. Noting that it is a promising result in neuron spike detection. Well, I asked my colleague Kabir Naqvi to now in fact come ahead and explain to us as to how this is supposed to be a milestone when it comes to this particular aspect of trying to integrate the human brain with computers, software, and probably we are living too much into the future. The first cyborg is here.
Oh, absolutely. And I know you're very excited about it because I remember when back in the day, Meta had launched their metaverse. So we were so excited about, what's going to happen. Is it going to be VR? Is it going to be virtual reality? Today, we're talking about the boons and banes of metaverse as well. But let's quickly talk about what this particular implant is going to be. If I could just go on, X, formerly known as Twitter, Elon Musk said that the first Neuralink product is going to be called Telepathy. So the product has been named as Telepathy. And he also says that this will enable control of your phone or computer. This is the first human that received an implant from Neuralink yesterday and is recovering well, is what Elon Musk says. He says the initial results show promising neuron spike reduction. Of course, these are still clinical level testing that are taking place. But taking a look at what Neuralink is actually developing for you, let's throw that out on the big screen over here, ladies and gentlemen. Take a look at this. Neuralink is a neurotechnology company founded by Elon Musk. It was founded after 2015, and the company is developing a brain computer. It's going to be a brain computer with an interface that is called the Link. It's a small little piece that's embedded in your brain. Now, the brain chip interface can be implanted within the skull. There is a proper robotic surgical machine that is used for the same reason. It could eventually help disabled patients, people who have ASL, people who have Parkinson's, to help deal with these kind of difficulties. The chip processes, transmits neural signals to the computer. Let's say I have this phone with me and I have the chip embedded in my brain. I wouldn't necessarily have to use my hands or gesture on the touch screen. You know what I mean? It's all going to be brain oriented. If I'm looking at a particular logo, if I'm looking at a particular application, the cursor is going to go on it. Maybe there is no cursor, you just directly click on it. Now, the chip processes, and the company Neuralink is aiming for mind controlled computer functions through this particular implant. Let's take a look at some other details about this chip. Now, this device that is called the Link, this product is called Telepathy. This device will be able to restore neural activity inside the body. So let's say neural activity is dead in this part of the leg, or let's say this part of my limb or shoulder isn't working necessarily. This implant in my head is going to help me with that. Now, this Neuralink aims to cure neurological conditions such as Alzheimer's and dementia. So add ASL, Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, dementia to all that list, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take a look at some other developments vis-a-vis the Neuralink implant. Now, this right here, ladies and gentlemen, this is a breakup of that little piece of implant. It has been taken from the Neuralink's, the company's website. You can see that there's a battery portion here, there's an embedded portion here. Let's talk about that. It is sealed in a biocompatible enclosure for durability in harsh physiological conditions. Mind you, this is a very small piece inside your head. It is powered by a small wirelessly charged battery. So the battery is wirelessly charged, and the battery component, you can see this right here, this little portion is the battery portion. Now, the processes and transmissions of the neural signals to the computer or a phone and vis-a-vis back is going to all take place through this little portion that is going to be in your head. It records neural signals from the threads. These are the threads that is going to be the bottommost portion of the embed. It is going to minimize implantation damage as well. There is a proper surgical robot that is used to embed this inside your skull. Now, how is the chip implanted? Let's take a look at that as well. The chip is essentially implanted, ladies and gentlemen, through a surgical robot. Which surgical robot? The one that you can see right behind me over here, developed by Neuralink as well. This is a surgical robot that implants the chip within the skull. Let's take a look at some other pointers over here. It will place the implant into a part of the brain that controls movement functions. So it isn't, a random place inside the skull. It's a very targeted, strategic place inside the skull where this embed will go, needs to go. The needle used to insert the implant is thinner than a human hair. So the intricacy and the scientific sophistication that is needed to carry out this process is by a huge standard, nothing that we've seen so far, ladies and gentlemen. This is how the brain chip is implanted. We've already spoken about the size of the brain chip, and well, of course, the fact that it is going to give way to numerous scientific technological advancements. Elon Musk also, getting to that humorous tone, also spoke about how, imagine if Stephen Hawking had this kind of ability with him, and a great fast typing typist. I mean, we would possibly see a different avatar of Stephen Hawking altogether, Varghese.
Well, interesting enough, Kabir, I think it's going to, in fact, raise fears as well as have a lot of excitement for how the future is going to look at. Well, in fact, that is Kabir giving you a complete close-up on how this entire Neuralink in fact works, and I think a lot of people are excited about it as well.